Hi, my name's Steve Martile. I'm going to talk to you today about the number one rule for attracting money. I figure since money is a big part of our lives, it's a big part of what turns the world, but also provides living, our lifestyle, our experiences. It's not going away anytime soon that I would cover this in today's video. And what I want to do is I want to explain the number one rule for attracting money by actually painting out a scenario for you. So we've got two salespeople here. I'm just going to use salespeople for this example. One's Bob, and Bob earns about $500 US dollars per sale. And the other person's Cindy, who does the exact same thing that Bob does, but earns $5,000 per sale. Okay? So she has an extra zero. She's obviously happier because she has a smile on her face. And Bob's not thrilled. He would really like to see some more money come out of these sales, but that's what he gets paid because that's what he's agreed to get paid as part of his job as a salesperson. Now, the reason that these two individuals get paid, in this case, 10 times more, Cindy gets paid 10 times more what Bob paid, is not because they're in different industries. In fact, they're in the same industry. And I've seen this a lot over the last 5 years of the sales I've done, is that you can have one person getting paid way more than another person in the exact same industry. It's not because they're in different industries. It's not even because they have different skill sets or experience or they've been in the job longer or less. And this is why I'm alluding to this number one rule for attracting money. It's not actually skill set and it's not even personality. In fact, it's not connections. It's not all the things you would think. Maybe that Cindy's smarter than Bob, went to a better school than Bob, and that's why she's getting paid more. Both of them don't even have graduate degrees. They're just salespeople, and they learned on the job. So what is the difference? Well, first let me explain something is that Bob is a bit frustrated making $500 per sale, right? He knows that in order to meet his targets for the month, he might have to close 5 deals to get just enough money to survive. Where Cindy can close 2 or 3 and has a very good month. And you want to ask yourself, why? The reason that Cindy is able to earn 10 times more per sale than Bob is because of an idea. Like I said, it's not because she gets up earlier. It's not because, she has a certain skill set that Bob doesn't have or has certain opportunities. It's like she just seems to get clients that are willing to pay her that amount, even though they're selling the same thing. So you got to ask yourself, well, what's the idea? What's the idea that makes the difference? Believe it or not, the idea is something that creates a limitation as opposed to an expansion. It creates limitation in terms of what we will do and earn. And it leads back to the number one rule. So let me share the idea first. It's going to be different for every person, but that idea can be an identity. Okay? So for example, let's say Bob's the salesman. Cindy is the owner of the same company, but she's the salesperson, the saleswoman, and therefore earns more than Bob. Now, what's preventing Bob from becoming the owner of his own company that he can then earn more money? Probably an idea. The idea that I'm a salesperson. I'm not an entrepreneur. I'm a salesperson. I'm just a person in a job and I sell stuff. And that's all I do. I don't want to be an owner. It's too much of a headache. Even though Cindy just came back from the Bahamas. She drives a Porsche. She has all the lifestyle that Bob wants. And one idea, one identity is limiting what Bob can earn. And that is, I'm a salesperson. And because he's wearing that hat, that I'm a salesperson, he cannot see any other frequency, vibration, reality, physical outcome. because that is who he believes he is. So not only lead you to the number one rule for attracting more money, it's that you get paid what you believe you're worth. If you believed you were worth more money, then all these ideas would fall away. And they wouldn't be a limitation in terms of what you could earn, make, attract. So the key is to this is that if you're frustrated and you're making a certain amount of money, I'm not saying that you have to go and become an entrepreneur. I'm just saying that there's an idea that's limiting how much money comes to you because of the number one rule, which is you get paid what you believe you're worth. Now, the number one rule has two sides to the same coin. On one side of the coin is you get paid what you believe you're worth. And on the other side is people are willing to pay with what you're worth if they agree with you. That's really the connecting circuit. That's the plug-in. That gives you the voltage. That gives you the possibility. You believe you're worth a certain amount of money and someone else agrees with you for that amount of money. And that's when that circuit closes and that's when the money comes to you. So as soon as you believe you're worth more money, then that circuit closes and then you get the income, revenue, energy, because that's what money really is, the energy from that reality. But that circuit doesn't close until you close it first, which is to believe you're worth more than you're getting paid. Now, if you're in a job right now and you're not in sales, that's totally fine. You might be in a job where you make a good income, but you believe you're worth more and you're frustrated by it. In that case, this is a good thing because now you can challenge that idea that you believe that's holding you there in the first place. And the way you do that is by focusing on 4 words. I am worth more. I am worth more. You don't have to necessarily say it to yourself, but you could have it written somewhere. I am worth more. Now, if deep down you know that you're worth more, then the belief or the idea that you're holding on to that's preventing the flow of money to you in the first place, that idea will reveal itself. So in other words, as you start to focus on being Cindy, I am worth more. I am worth more. I feel worthy of more. I am worth more. I feel worthy of more. As you start to get into the vibration and connect with that idea of being worth more, then what's going to happen? The idea that's preventing you from becoming Cindy is going to reveal itself. And when it does, you will drop the limitation. You will drop the idea, just like you drop off baggage when you go to the airport into the baggage hold. You're going to just drop it. You're not going to see the benefit of holding on to it anymore. That's the only thing that's preventing you from making more money, is that you hold on to an idea that limits the amount of income that you are willing and worthy to receive. And the reason that that idea will fall away is because you are shining a light on it. You're probably not even aware that you have this idea that I am a salesperson, or I can only earn this much a year as a salesperson, or whatever job it is. So the key is to recognize and shine a light on the idea that's limiting you. And as soon as you do that and you feel I am worthy of more, then the money-making opportunities are guaranteed to come to you physically if you act on them. And that requires a trust in this idea that there's a higher power, a higher mind at work, working as a partner on your behalf, the expanded version of you that is working on your behalf to bring you opportunities, but it's up to you to act on those ideas. So the higher mind would send you an opportunity to make more money, and then it's up to you to act on it. And this is how the higher mind responds. So let's say that you do recognize the idea that's been holding you back. You feel that you're worthy of more money. And then all of a sudden you get an idea that has nothing to do with making money. And you get that idea, but you dismiss it. The higher mind looks down and says, oh, I gave them an opportunity to make more money, even though it has nothing to do with money, but they didn't act on it. They were inspired, they were incited, but then that excitement died. They didn't act on it. They didn't actualize it and bring it into physical reality. And because of that, I'm not sure what else to do. Did you want to take this opportunity? Did you want to open this door to a new opportunity? If you don't open the door, take action, then there's nothing else I can do. And that's how the higher mind responds. Oh, well, I guess you'll just have to go back to earning the money that you were already earning before. So this is the key thing, is that you get paid what you believe you're worth. And people only give you and reciprocate, making the closing circuit to send you that money, that frequency vibration, that energy, that money only lands in your bank account when they believe you're worth what you believe you're worth. As soon as there's a mismatch, the money can't be sent. So you have to be the grounding circuit to make that connecting jump to the higher level of what you believe you're worth by focusing on I am worth more. I am worth more. What happens as you focus on I am worth more? You're going to start to see the idea that was preventing you from moving forward in the first place. And it might come to you at lunch, in the morning, maybe in a dream, and then you're like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Why would I say that I'm just a salesperson? I could just do this. I could try something else. I'm open to whatever possibilities. I'm not attached to that identity. And then it's gone. And guess what happens? The opportunities start to reveal themselves. The higher mind starts opening the circuit, and guess what happens? It's sending you information because now you're resonating at the higher frequency of vibration. As you start getting the information, if you don't do anything with it, you don't ground the circuit by activating the idea, regardless if you think it will make you money or not, just acting on the idea, then the higher self will say, oh, I guess I can't send any more information because they're not activating the higher frequency that would provide the money, even though it has nothing to do with money. Okay? I hope you found this useful and helpful. Thanks for watching and listening. If you haven't bought my book yet, 7-Day Manifestation Experiment, it is on Amazon. You can get the paperback, you can get the Kindle, you can get the Audible or the hard copy. And if you would leave me an honest review on what you thought of the book, I'd appreciate it. And I would love to send you a second copy for free that you can gift to someone else. Thanks again for watching. My name's Steve. We'll talk to you next week. Have a great rest of your day.